Coach, thank you for taking time with us at Off the Block blog. Can you just walk us through this weekend? What were your impressions of the weekend in general?
Sure. Well, first off, the tournament's fantastic. Allen, Long Beach, everybody kind of as hosts. It was really, really well done. And you get 4 good teams together. It's fast paced, and then hey, it's 5-7, 5-7. So there's a quick turnaround and stuff like that. But we knew we were going to come out here and get to play 2 really good teams in Northridge first, and then obviously Long Beach tonight. And so for us, it's spring break right now, and so to kind of have 3 days to practice, collect ourselves, kind of get healthy a little bit, but then come out and compete against good teams and see, hey, how good can we be right now, right as we get into kind of the second half, the back half of our conference, and some pretty tough matches going down the stretch that are going to be, I think, pretty heavy in terms of weight and implications, down the rest of the way.
Did you try anything in these matches that you would not have tried in a MVB match?
We probably should have. I don't know. We didn't. We were about as we were pretty predictable. I think we kind of did the exact same things. There's certainly a temptation. Hey, do they matter in terms of your conference seeding and stuff like that, which is going to be pretty important down the road here? No. Are we necessarily thinking about an at-large? Maybe not. I don't know. And so maybe we should have played around a little bit more than we did. I'm not sure really any team did too much of that. I think maybe Mason had some injuries, but other than that, everyone I think is maybe more in the mindset of, hey, we're going to try and sharpen our craft, sharpen where we think we're going, and just become a little bit better across the board.
Was this a successful trip in your opinion?
Sure. We're getting better, we're getting worse, and I think we're getting better. I think it was a step in the right direction. Obviously, it was a tough one last night. It was kind of hard fought and kind of scrappy and stuff like that with Northridge, and so that was obviously a positive to get a win there in a tough one. Tonight we got beat up pretty good in the first, but hey, we responded really well in the second and third. Long Beach is better than we are right now, and so we got better though, certainly, and we responded. We could have. I think they've beaten plenty of teams 25-12 or whatever it was, but does everybody come back and fight and be better? I think we sided out at like 73% in the second set. It's usually good enough to win. I think they sided out at 90 though, so it wasn't. But we did some good things, so yeah, I'd say it was successful.
Let's go back into the first set. You guys hit negative and were held under 100 for the whole match. What was Long Beach State doing so well to keep you in that territory?
Yeah, plenty. But a lot of it was what were we doing so poorly to find our way to get pretty deep into that territory. We weren't making them play much. I don't know how many kills they had. It wasn't double digits. We just didn't make them kind of play ball. And they can play ball certainly, but you gotta show up and play. We were just kind of seemingly content to kind of hit the ball out of bounds and serve, maybe not as tough as we want to serve, and we didn't really start showing up to the match until 25 minutes in for 0-0 in the second.
You obviously heard the news that Ohio State lost to UC Irvine. Does that loss change your mentality, your game plan for the rest of the season?
I don't think so, and hopefully we'll watch the video on the flight back to Chicago for sure, and maybe we'll pick something up in terms of what did UC Irvine do to beat those guys. They're a really good team, just the way I think Long Beach is a really good team, and Irvine's a really good team too. Everybody's pretty good right now, and so hey, they got them tonight, but that means that Ohio State will probably be pretty good for Thursday. They'll learn something, losing is sometimes a better lesson than winning. Winning can mask a lot of issues maybe or whatever, and so I bet they'll be pretty good when we play them on Thursday at our place.
You obviously graduated from Pepperdine in 2009, so I have a couple of questions. When you took this team out here, you obviously knew the lay of the land. Where did you take your team?
We didn't spend enough time out here to do too much fun. We got in and out. You got to get in and out. I think the guys would get rid of me otherwise. And so short of that, we didn't do too much. We got a bunch of guys who get sunburned pretty quick, head coach especially. So we didn't spend too much time in the sun or anything like that. It was pretty business. It was get in Thursday, gone Sunday.
And the other follow-up question, you are obviously a product of the Dr. Dumpy program. What have you incorporated into your coaching philosophy that you got from him?
Sure, probably more than I even realized. I think people say, "What do you kind of coach how you were coached?" And I hope that's true. Marv is special. Marv's the best, and so I don't know how much time he got, but a lot.
Final question, since I'm known as MPSF bias, I have to ask you about your breakdown of MPSF. You played UCLA, you played BYU, Pepperdine, Long Beach State, CSUN. Can you compare those teams in MPSF? How would you compare those teams?
Yeah, stylistically there's some differences, right? BYU is stylistically pretty different than I think maybe UCLA and Long Beach are maybe a little bit more stylistically the same, which is eye-opening for us sometimes. A bunch of Midwestern guys a little bit. There's a pace of play. The tempos aren't necessarily that fast, but the pace of play is different for sure. But hey, we saw last year that BYU was able to kind of out-physical that a little bit, and so it's created some cool, some fun volleyball to watch. And CSUN and Pep are obviously doing some good things, but you realize, man, those are two really, really good teams, and they're fighting for the playoffs, which is crazy. It's gnarly, and so the league is deep like it always is, and it'll be different next year with the split and stuff. But I think it's kind of how it always is. There's some really good teams, and then the teams that are fighting for contention are pretty darn good too. And so our league is similar. It's tough. It's a dogfight.
Well, thank you for taking time with us Off the Block blog, and have a safe trip back to Chicago. Good luck the rest of the season.
Great. Thank you very much.